Welcome back, everyone. It is a little past 10 o'clock, and we are back here with ECCMID TV live from Pavilion 1 at the Congress Center of the 32nd ECCMID Congress. We're very happy to have you back and very happy to introduce you to my next guest who is here live in the studio. Very busy already, even though ECCMID, the 32nd edition, just started. Professor Maurizio Sanguinetti from the Catholic University of the Sacred Heart in Rome, Italy, but more known to most people here as the president of ESCMID. A warm welcome to you, Maurizio. Very happy to see you back here live.
Yes, thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm very happy to be here in presence this year, not online as last year.
Oh, so could you just put your mic a little bit up, please? Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Think so. Yes, this is live television, everyone.
Yes, I'm very happy to be in presence today, this year, and not as last year in online. I think that the Congress started very well. Of course, this is only the first day, but it's absolutely amazing to have networking, to have contact with persons, to start to change scientific information in person. This is very, very important.
So how has your past year been? I mean, last year we saw each other on the first series of ECCMID TV, but that was an online event. How has your year been so far?
I think that the possibility to have a real networking, not a virtual networking, can improve the connection among the society and can also provide more efficiently information and news about the, unfortunately, still the pandemic, but about the several important topics in the clinical microbiology infectious disease field.
Okay, so I can imagine. I was just looking up the primary aim and objective of ESCMID, of the executive committee, also strengthening the role of the clinical microbiologists at a European level. How do you feel that went? Like last year being an online event, and the year before getting together on a European level. How has that been for you? Because your presidency has completely been during the pandemic, right? Did you manage to achieve your goals?
Unfortunately, I will probably remember it as the pandemic president. This is not so good, but of course this was a great task for the society to try to react to this very important issue, this dramatic issue, to provide information, to provide a sort of guidance for the European microbiologists and infectious disease physicians. So we tried to do this. We in particular organized several webinars, several educational events still during the pandemic, and we tried to return as soon as possible to the normality. This was also done through the summer school, because last year the summer school was in prisons, still in Lisbon, in Cascavelos. And so this is the normal final of this part of the story. So I think that the possibility to restart with the Congress and restart with this attendance, because the attendance was probably much more than this will happen, because we have a lot of persons. I think that this is very useful for our professionals, for our scientific field.
Yeah, I can imagine you're very pleased or even proud with how ESCMID managed to keep up the network of the ESCMID members during this pandemic. Is there a specific project that you're very proud of?
Yes, probably the project is exactly also this Congress, because this is an hybrid Congress, and we think that this format can be quite useful also for our members, because it's possible also to connect from outside, from remote part of the world, and this can be useful, in particular for LMIC, for persons who are not so able, not the possibility to travel. So I think that this is an important project, the possibility to continue with this format for the Congress, and also we are starting some projects to more involve LMIC for the educational in clinical microbiology infectious disease. This is one of the most important points for the next year for the society. Of course, to maintain the actual position, the actual situation for our society.
Yeah. So looking back on your presidency, because you started in 2020, right, as president of ESCCMID, were there plans that you needed to change or needed to adjust? And are those projects that you would love to see get reinforced in the future, maybe in the next presidency?
Yes, unfortunately, my presidency was signed by the pandemic, for sure, because I remember very well that I have to be the new president in Paris in 2020, but unfortunately the Congress was cancelled. So yes, my project, my idea for the future could be exactly this, so the possibility to enlarge the society, to provide more educational programs, more help for part of the world in which our field, our research field, our scientific field, our professional field is not so developed. So the idea is to continue to provide this information, to try to implement possibility for this other part of the world.
Okay. So when will you be handing over to ESCMID's next president-elect?
Oh, the president-elect is a fantastic person. He's Annelies Zinkernagel, and
I'm very happy to welcome here in the studio as well. Yeah.
In my opinion, it's absolutely important that Annelies is a female. This is absolutely critical. This is very important. This is another.
Why is it important to you?
Sorry.
Why is that important?
Yes, well, Annelies supported me a lot, of course, but I think that the gender balance is something very important in the society. I don't love so much this term, gender balance, because it seems something artificial. I think that the society has to be enhance the professionalities at all levels and in all persons, and females are probably better than males. I don't know, but this is my experience, in my small experience in the lab. In my lab, 80% of the persons are female and are absolutely fantastic. So this year, if I remember well, for the first year, we are more female than male as speakers.
Oh, wow.
Not as chair, because chair is easier, but as speaker, and this is a very good achievement. We have to thank, for sure, Professor Jacob Molan-Gilad, the new program director, for this. But this is a long story in the story of ECCMID to try to have this balance between male and female. And I think that I'm very happy for this. And for sure, Annelies Zinkernagel is the representation of this story, for sure.
So what kind of feeling do you have after your presidency? I mean, being the pandemic president, is it a good feeling, or are you a feeling of achievement, or is it really, has it put its mark on it?
Absolutely. This is, for me, a fantastic experience from the scientific point of view, for sure, but also from the personal point of view. I know fantastic persons in the EC, in the office, in all the society, and this was a great gift for me. I'm very grateful to the society for this opportunity, and forever I will be at disposition of the society, even if when I will leave the EC in 2 years. So this was I recommend to all the persons that to be members of this society, because this society is not only a scientific society, but probably also a great family. So a great family.
A family.
So I think that be part of this society is a very nice thing.
So do you have any family plans for this ECCMID also, with your ESCMID family? Are there specific program elements that you're really looking forward to in specific?
Nothing specific. I have to try to live this moment very well, to be part of this story, because after 2 years without congresses, without meet other persons, so I think I try to live very well these 4 days, and I hope that all the attendees of the Congress will be happy to be part of this Congress.
Okay, so and are you doing any other things here at the ECCMID? Are you chairing? Or are you free to visit any scientific program you wish?
I'm very happy to be in Lisbon, for sure, because this is a magnificent city, a fantastic country, and a very dynamic country, also from the microbiological infectious disease point of view. So I think that this is a very nice restart from our activity in a city which was, if you remember, destroyed by a dramatic earthquake in 16th century, and I think that the restart of Lisbon in the past can be the restart of the ECCMID and also ESCMID now after the pandemic. So I think that this is a nice parallel with the story of Lisbon, the story of ECCMID and ESCMID.
Absolutely. So where will you be going now right after the interview? Will you be joining a session?
Yes.
Which one?
I have the Young Investigator Award, because this is another very important point in our society. So to provide awards for very valuable young scientists, this is a very good moment.
Yes, absolutely in line with the objective to get more skilled professionals to hit the crossroads of all the new infections. Yes, we'll also be talking to some of the Young Investigator Award recipients during this ECCMID TV broadcast. So stay tuned if you want to hear more about that. Maurizio, I want to thank you for your time, for coming in and having a little chat with us and our viewers. And I wish you a very, very nice and informational, educational, and family gathering this ECCMID. Thank you, viewers, for watching and tuning in with Maurizio Sanguinetti, ESCMID's president. And I would like to welcome you all back at 11 o'clock when we'll be talking with 2 of the contributors to the Open Forum sessions. And we'll be talking about their contributions to that and why it is very important and very interesting to go and watch the Open Forum. So we hope to see you back at 11. See you then.